Dia di tagas falchigo di Terra Incogweirdo Mokarjas. Hello and welcome to another edition of Tarot Incogweirdo here on Terra Incogweirdo. Today we've got Missing Persons Edition Part 2. We did one previous on the Australian missing persons mystery of Peter Falconio, and today we're going to talk about Amelia Earhart, one of the most enduring missing persons mysteries of current times. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this, but last year, and I'm going to got a Popular Mechanics article here about the subject. A company called Deep Sea Vision out of South Carolina, they're a deep ocean exploration team, say that they scanned over 5,200 square miles in the area of Howland Island, which is where Amelia Earhart was set to land with her navigator Fred Noonan, and they did not land, so it's always been assumed that the plane went down somewhere in between Howland Island and the Hawaiian Islands. So Deep Sea Vision scanned 5,200 square miles in this area, and they came up with an image which was somewhere past 16,000 feet in depth in the ocean, to what they're saying could very well be a Lockheed 10E Electra, which was indeed Amelia Earhart's plane. And here, there we go. Okay, so here is the underwater scan, and then hopefully you can see the diagram of the Lockheed 10E Electra, and you can see that this outline of this underwater scan taken does very much look to be similar to the diagram of the Lockheed Electra. Okay, so they're going back next year, or that would be this year, because this was found last year. All right, so this company, let me get back to the article. All right, this company Deep Sea Vision is going back out with better equipment to try to take better pictures to determine if this is indeed Amelia Earhart's plane. And if it is, and I'm going to read this because it's interesting, if true, this discovery would put a cap on one of history's most enduring tales of adventure and enigma, the fateful disappearance of Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan. Okay, let's see, where's the... Okay, hang on. Okay. So they believe the image reveals contours that mirror the unique dual tails and scale of Amelia Earhart's plane. However, the image alone isn't definitive proof. According to Romeo, which is the Deep Sea Vision spokesperson, the object's shape in the sonar images closely resemble the Lockheed Electra, and the discovery's location aligns with the dateline theory. Okay, so this is what I find interesting. This theory, crafted by Liz Smith, a former NASA staffer and hobbyist pilot, posits that after a 17-hour flight, Fred Noonan failed to account for crossing the international dateline, which would have required adjusting the date from July 3rd back to July 2nd, leading to a 60-mile navigational error and causing he and Amelia Earhart to miss Howland Island. And this is what deep sea vision believes took place, and that is why they looked in that area of the ocean. Okay, so the question here is, have deep sea vision found Amelia Earhart's plane? So when they go back this year, hopefully they'll make it back this year, but I know that, you know, investigating in the sea is maybe even a bigger and more expensive endeavor than going into space. So I think we know probably less about the oceans on our planet than we know about the space around us, right? So cards, I want to know if the photograph that I just showed to the Tarot IncogWeirdos is indeed Amelia Earhart's plane. Has Amelia Earhart been found? And I tell you what, did anybody read or listen to Mrballen's account of what may have happened to Amelia Earhart landing near an island that is inhabited almost completely by coconut crabs, who then tore her to shreds because no one can escape a coconut crab? Oh my God, I swear to you, there are very few stories out there that get into my head and cause me like ongoing disturbance, and like I wake up in the middle of the night like, coconut crab, you know, like it's so traumatized by that story. Thanks, Mrballen. Thanks for traumatizing me. Notice I put the cards down when I talked about that, because cards pick up whatever you're talking about when you're holding them. So I will pick it up again. And I will ask one more time, my lovely and wonderful cards, is that photograph indeed a photograph of Amelia Earhart's plane? Has she been found? Okay, let's see what we get. All right, first card, nature of the question is vast. All right, well, this just means family and like family, devotion, that kind of thing. But vast also means intuition. So the nature of the question is the intuition, the evidence correct that is indeed Miss Earhart's plane? Okay, reason for asking, twins. Okay, well, twins means partnership, and this also indicates a person who is born under the sun sign of Gemini, which I am. So I'm just looking at this card as a reflection of me and my desire to know what happened to Amelia Earhart. Okay, so factors to be considered. Okay, Osiris. All right, so Osiris indicates stability, all right, in the question, in the reading. So factors to be considered are basically, okay, it's also a card for integrity. So integrity. Sorry, got a little South Park on you. So this could be, because it's factors to be considered, I think it's saying that that deep sea vision has integrity, and therefore their findings can be reliable, can be thought to be reliable, and also that there is a definite aspect of stability to my question. So basically what this is saying is that it's indicating that at this point, that yes, that is indeed Amelia Earhart's plane. So basically this is like there is stability in the question you're asking. It has foundation. There is a actual reason why you could reasonably believe that this could be the case. Okay, solution, advice, or comment given. Is this a photograph of Amelia Earhart's plane? Okay, peace of mind. All right, so peace of mind means that the answer is pretty, have peace of mind that your answer is yes, like what you think it is. So it's all tending towards looking like this was indeed Amelia Earhart's plane. So what is the outcome? Okay, so the outcome is serious. Okay, I would have expected to see this card come up earlier in the reading, because if any card represents Amelia Earhart, it would be this one, because this card represents people who are pioneers in their field and are up for any kind of adventure. And I think we can clearly say that Amelia Earhart was this kind of person. So I am really feeling strongly by what the cards are saying that yes, it will bear out when they finally get back there with better equipment and they take more photos, that yes, it does indeed appear, according to Auntie Angie's cards, that Amelia Earhart's plane has been found. Okay, so you heard it here first. Well, you heard the confirmation here first. Maybe not the theory, but the confirmation. So hopefully we'll find out sometime this year about Amelia Earhart's plane. And I'm just going to take a moment and I'm going to send some breaky prayers back in time, in space and time, to Miss Earhart and Mr. Noonan. And I very much hope that they did not suffer. I certainly hope that they didn't get onto an island where they were then eaten by coconut crabs. Please, no. Whatever happened to them, I pray and I send the energy back in time to them that their demise was quick, painless, and that they did not suffer. I pray. Okay, so that's going to be it today for our Tarot IncogWeirdo missing persons reading. If you guys have any questions about missing persons, mysteries of this world or simulation in which we live, the universe, the multiverse, please send them in to me. You can write them down in the comments below, or you can send them in to me at terraincogweirdo@gmail.com. That's down in the description if you want to copy and paste it, and I will do your reading live. Doesn't that sound like fun? Yay! Okay, so send in your questions to me, and just to clarify, I'm not doing personal questions, okay? This is about the IncogWeirdo-verse, okay? We want to answer those mysterious questions that have been with us for a long time, questions that supposedly there's no other way to answer. So send them in to me and check back in later for your very own reading here on Terra IncogWeirdo, the land where para is normal. Well, thanks for being here today, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for bringing your light, sending you love, and we'll see ya next time. Slango fall, you beautiful Incogweirdos. Bye-bye.